Today this is the class fifth class level level A level program. This is only for to get only 50% and above, right? And next you have level B, where we'll be doing the problem and little detail of this. Next level C, more detail of that, high concepts, and D, C, D, E, and goes like this, right? For all competitive exams, national and international level it goes. Now this is a level is a layman, right? You will not understand the full concept. Suppose you have an area, right? Suppose this area is equal to say 2 meter and 2 meter, right? That area is equal to 2 by 2, 4 meter square. Sometimes some textbook area is there, right? ds or delta s, right? Delta area is a vector quantity. I'll tell you why it is area is a vector quantity. Now this is a small area, right? This is PQRS. PQRS. I'll write PQ R inside, S that side. Okay, this is a PQRS. This is the area. What is the area? 4 meter square. Now assume that it contains what? 100 lines. 100 lines. Therefore, it contains 100 lines. 100 lines of force. That means what is the flux here? Electric flux. Total electric flux is equal to 100 lines of force. In that area, what is that area? The area is equal to 4 meters square. 1 meter square. Area is a vector. Now, there is a definition, simple definition. What is electric field? Electric field is equal to flux per unit area, total flux. This electric field is equal to flux, electric flux by area. Now, electric flux is defined as dot product of electric field and the area. Therefore, when they ask what is electric flux, this is called electric flux, right? This is electric flux. Electric flux over a given surface. See, electric flux over a given surface, that is important, is equal to what? Total number of electric field or electric field line. Total number of electric field line is 100 over that the surface. That is how normally it is 90 degree, right? Normally. Suppose this is blocking 100 lines. If this area inclined through an angle 60 degrees, say 60 degree, what will happen? It will allow 25 lines this side, 25 lines this side. Theta is equal to 50. How much it will be blocking? It will blocking only 50 lines. Suppose it rotated through an angle 90 degree. It is rotated through an angle 90 degree with this. This is what? PQ. Now this is PQ has come here. Then what will happen? All 100 lines will pass through this side. That is not blocking. Previously it was blocking, number of lines blocking for 60 degrees 50. Number of lines blocking at 90 degrees what? 0. It is not blocking anything. Therefore, how very well you can use. Therefore, electric flux is equal to, see, there is a formula, A dot B is equal to what? Dot product AB cos theta. AB cos. Similarly, A dot B is equal to E ds cos theta. Or some textbook they'll write flux, electric flux is equal to E cos theta ds. They may write like this also. Therefore, they'll ask you the definition. What, right? See, what are the definitions they'll ask? What is electric flux? Definition. What is electric flux? Electric flux is what? Total number of lines of electric field passing through a given area. Write an expression. Write an expression for electric flux through the surface. Suppose there is some surface ds, right? or delta S, like this also they can write, any one of this. Then what is electric flux? Electric flux through the surface is given by E dot ds, right? Or electric flux through the surface is equal to E cos theta ds. E is electric field, ds is the small area, theta is the angle between. See this is the surface, right? This is the surface. If this is the electric field, then area is ds, theta is the angle between them. This is the area. I'll tell you areas. What is vector quantity? This is a small area. Okay. Now, what is the unit of this electric flux? What is the unit? E ds, is it not? What is Newton per coulomb? Is it not? Newton per coulomb. Area is what? Meter square. That is the unit. Now, electric field is a vector. Area is also vector. But this is a scalar. What is a scalar? The electric flux is the scalar. But dot product of two vectors. What are those vectors? Electric field and that area. Now, if you have an area, some area ds, now flux is centering. Therefore, flux is centering here. This is negative. It is centering. Suppose if this is an area, flux is coming out. Therefore, electric flux is positive. Therefore, when an electric flux through a surface area is positive, that means lines of force are coming. Now here what do you observe from this? Another question they'll ask you. When the electric flux is 0, see when theta equal to 0 here, cos theta equal to cos 0. Therefore what is electric flux? Electric flux is equal to, what you get? E cos 0 ds. Therefore what you get? Cos 0 is 1, therefore E ds is equal to maximum. When theta equal to 0, the electric field is maximum. When theta is equal to 90, electric flux is what? Minimum. Cos 90 is equal to 0, it is minimum. This discussion we will do in a detailed way later when you come to the level B. Now what is Gauss theorem? The Gauss theorem statement is simple. What is Gauss law? Remember, G-A-U-S-S. G-A-U-S-S. Apostrophe is Gauss law. What is the statement? Statement is this, right? Suppose you have some arbitrary surface inside, some charges here. Consider a small area, ds, small area. Now, electric field is this direction. Okay. Now, at this point, okay, ds is the area. I'll write area ds is what? A is the vector called ds and theta I'll write it. Later we'll discuss why area is vector quantity. Now this is a small area. This is the direction of electric field. Theta is angle between them. Now according to this, total electric flux through any surface. See, suppose there is irregular body. Like you would have imagined the Christmas tree, no? Inside the Christmas tree paper it covers, there is a light is glowing and the entire paper, complete cover, it glows. That means because of light is there, light is emanating the radiation in all direction. The radiation you can compare with the electric field. The same way, the total electric flux through any closed surface in free space is equal to 1 by epsilon times the total charge. Therefore, the statement is this. What is this? Total electric flux through any surface. What is that? Gaussian surface. What is the Gaussian surface? The surface encloses the electric field. Gaussian surface equal to 1 by epsilon times the charge. charge enclosed by the surface. This is 1 mark. 1 mark. Can you follow? If they ask you for the proof, what is this? Consider a point charge Q proof. Consider point charge. It produces an electric field. Suppose consider point charge Q plus Q. P is some point which is at a distance of R, which produces an electric field E. Right? Now, around that point, draw a imaginary sphere. This is a sphere of radius which passes through the point. Here, construct a small area ds, and if you draw the normal here, theta equal to 0, because ds is a vector quantity, theta is equal to 0, always theta equal to 0, I put it. Therefore, cos theta equal to cos 0 equal to 1. Now, according to this Gauss theorem, total normal electric intensity or total electric flux through the surface is equal to E cos theta ds. E cos theta ds. But theta is equal to 0, cos 0 is equal to 1, E ds is equal to. Therefore, total flux is equal to integrating this is equal to E ds. But therefore, flux is equal to E is constant, integration of ds. But this is small area, integrating all the area. You get area of the sphere. This is called area of the sphere. Therefore, E is equal to 4 pi r square, area of the sphere, is equal to flux. But according to Gauss theorem, what is that? Gauss theorem, D is what is the total flux is equal to 1 by times epsilon naught times charge. Is it not? Right? Therefore, here what I write? 1 by epsilon naught times charge, I'll write it. Okay. Or else you can do one thing here, total flux. But the electric field is what? Formula. Here, sorry. What is electric field? E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught times Q by R square, correct? You substitute here. Therefore, flux is equal to electric field is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Here this is what? 4 pi R square. 4 pi R square. 4 pi R square will cancel. Therefore, total flux is equal to 1 by epsilon times charge. You have proved this. But normally they will not ask you in the examination much. They will ask you only the statement. Statement they will ask you. Very rarely they will ask prove that. Right? I doubt whether it is in the syllabus. But statement is in the syllabus. Total electric flux through a surface is equal to 1 by epsilon times charge enclosed by it. Alright? Next time we will do the application of Gauss theorem.